we're going to look at the crop tool in this tutorial. The crop tool is basically a pair of scissors. Just that's the simplest way of describing what a crop tool does. And the crop tool enables you to chop your images down. So if you've got an image and you've got a couple of people in there that you don't want, you can chop them out. Or if you've got a large background and you want to chop some of the background out, then you can use the crop tool to do this. So I've got an image open within Photoshop here. It's let's have a look how big the image is. It's 2,000 pixels wide. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to isolate this chap here, my father, and chop him down. So I want to be left with an image of anywhere between 3 and 500 pixels wide. I don't want it any smaller than that, so I'm working on a large image. If you were to work on a very small image, let's say the image was my dad here and these people over here, and that image is only 500. As soon as you've chopped all those out, you're probably left with an image of about 200 pixels wide. So remember that if you want to be left with a fairly large image to work with, always work on a large image to begin with. So here we are, we're going to select the crop tool there, and then we'll decide how much of the background to remove, or actually we'll decide how much we want to keep. So let's leave a little bit of a border around him. So we'll hold it down, then we'll just draw around him like so, like that, and then we'll double click, and then we're left with an image without the background that we've chopped out. And if we go and check the image now to see how big it is, remember we started out with 2,000, we've got 360, so that's the width. And don't forget this is a portrait photo, so that's a fairly large photo. So we've got room to manipulate that and make that a little bit smaller if we want to put it on the web page. So there you go. That's basically how to use in the most simplistic terms, how to use the crop tool to chop your photos down and remove any part of the photo that you no longer want, and just keep the part of the photo that you do want.